how's it going? Matthew Bailey Media here, and welcome to another 2024 movie review. Now, this time it is going to be on a movie that, even though it's not technically this time, but this is a movie based off of this time frame, I thought I'll still review it, even though, mostly because it literally just came out. And that is, of course, on the movie Red One. Now, Red One is basically a Christmas movie, if you can't tell by the poster. And it stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, and surprisingly, J.K. Simmons as a jacked up Santa Claus, which I gotta admit is pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever seen any Santa Claus related movie that has Santa Claus being jacked. If you know what I mean by jacked, I mean like he has a lot of muscles and stuff. And like this is the first time they've done that with a Christmas themed movie with Santa Claus, where Santa Claus is like really jacked and kind of like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But and I'll admit I'm impressed that J.K. Simmons was able to lift a lot of weights to look like that. But now this whole movie centers around Chris Evans' character as a member of the naughty list, and however he ends up having to help Dwayne Johnson's character find Santa Claus because he's been kidnapped. This isn't really spoiling the movie because it was mentioned in the trailer that Santa Claus was kidnapped, and they bring in Chris Evans' character to find him. And like I said, I'll admit it was a pretty interesting storyline or plot they could have taken, but I mean, like I said, I didn't think it was a bad movie per se. I mean, I know my friend Matthew Davis Media didn't really enjoy it as much, but I'll admit I still thought it was somewhat entertaining. There were a few times I laughed, and I thought some of the action sequences were pretty interesting. And I will admit, this was a decent kids film, or not kids film, but this was a decent Christmas related film that most families can go see if they really want to. And from what I hear, it actually made like around $34 million at the domestic box office, and it's currently sitting at around $84 million worldwide, because it made $50 million overseas. But if I had to take a wild guess, because it's by the same guy who did the Jumanji films, The Next Level and Welcome to the Jungle, and it stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he if the movie ended up doing a lot better than most people thought it would do, even with the budget being like $250 million. Not to mention, it was supposed to be an Amazon Prime original movie, but they for some reason decided they wanted to release it in theaters. But aside from that, again, it wasn't as good of a movie as I thought it would be, but it was definitely more interesting than I thought it was. It was a little bit better than what I thought it was going to be when I first went in with low expectations. But I honestly thought it was an okay film. It's not going to be on my best films of the year list like I thought it would be, but I still thought it was a decent film. So, anyways, let me give you my rating of the movie. So, for my rating of Red One, like I said, it wasn't as good a movie as I thought it was going to be. I still thought it was better than I thought it was going to be, but not as good. And like I said, my friend Matthew Davis Media gave it, I think, a 2 out of 5. But me, I'm going to give it at least a 3 out of 5. Yep, 3 out of 5 is the rating that I'm giving it. Now, it's not going to be on the worst films of the year list, though, even though that is the rating I normally would give films. I only put movies on there that I thought that I didn't really enjoy as much as I was hoping for, and like I said, it's mainly between a 3 out of 5 and below. But even though this does have a 3, I'm not going to give it that. So, anyways, that's all for now in this review. Next movie review you're probably going to see me do is for that 3-hour long movie based on the Broadway musical Wicked. So keep an eye out for that video sometime next weekend. So anyways, that's all for now in this review, and I will see all you guys in the next video.